Asian girls will drain you if you say, I haven't eaten yet. 4 words, we panic. Empty stomach equals emergency. You're getting fed and drained. It's the Asian care package.
How old are you?
38.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm getting a divorce.
How long were you married?
Almost 18 years in June.
So how does one go from an almost 20-year marriage to in the process of a divorce?
If someone's not in it anymore, then you can't keep someone with you. You got to let them go. So.
Is that from your end or from his?
Both, yeah, same.
Both?
Yeah, and he wants out.
So why do you lose interest in the man that you just spent near 20 years with?
I did it. He did.
So you still love him?
I would have kept with it. I made a vow.
So why do you think he's leaving?
Because that's what he wants, and that's okay.
How do you approach dating now that your 20-year marriage has ended?
I really haven't. I mean, I'm still new to this all, so I am not on any apps or anything like that, but it'll get there.
What are your biggest struggles day to day when it comes on to moving forward?
Just that you pictured your life a certain way for so long, and you just have to get used to that and heal from it and cope with it. But it's getting better every day.
So it seems like there's some women and some men that are saying, hey, this is a good woman right here. On this one, I would love to hear his side of the story as to why he wanted out. After 18 years, I just look at the dress. I'm like, that's interesting, right? It's an interesting way to dress. But, like she said, I'm going through a divorce. I'm practically single, so, I can dress like I want. I wouldn't have dressed like this in a relationship. But now that I'm back on the open market, I can pretty much do what I want. So that might be a thing there. But like I said, I would love to hear his side of the story as to why he felt like it wasn't worth going on.
Unpopular opinion. Most men don't mind having the tough conversations in the manner that we think that they do. They just don't want to deal with the backlash that comes after it or during the tough conversation that they're having. One big thing that typically happens is they become the issue while dealing with the issue. And so now they have to deal with that they are the problem in some manner. Why would I want to talk to you about a problem if I'm going to become the problem? Or you start to cry and have these invisible hiccups that you just can't get rid of during this conversation. And now he has to deal with your emotional aspects of the situation instead of the actual situation. So why would he want to deal with that? Or some of y'all be redirection queens. So now you take this time to redirect to something else that he did that pissed you off at an earlier date. And now y'all gonna talk about that instead of whatever the real problem is going on right now, because he is still going to be the problem. And if he knows this, why would he not avoid having these tough conversations?
Would you say a relationship is more successful when a man leads or when a woman leads?
Probably a woman. A woman.
Why?
I just feel like we have a little bit more of common knowledge as to how things work. Men don't put as much effort in a relationship as a woman does. Women tend to fall in love easier than men.
Well, as you can see, modern women continue to put themselves at the forefront of literally everything. If it's something good, modern women are going to be at the front of it. We fall in love faster. Our connections are deeper. We have better friends. We are better at social things. A man is trash at everything. It's gotten to the point that women have started bragging about cheating better, stepping out of relationships better, leaving relationships faster. Almost quite literally everything they do, good or bad, is turned into a positive. Fact of the matter is, a lot of these modern women, they're not good partners. They're not good partners, not good people, might be great in business, might be great friends, but not good partners, not good spouse.
At 39, I can't be excited. I can't meet a girl and she's like, I'm your soulmate. I'm like, you're what's left. You know what I mean? Where were you? What took you so long? I'm 39. Like, why are you late? Like, why is my soulmate used? I gotta use that soulmate? Just showing up limping with kids? What the is this? I want a fresh-ass soulmate. I gotta use that soulmate? Divorce with kids? That's like going to a restaurant and ordering a steak and the server bringing it over and it's half-eaten, well done. You'd be like, yo, what's up with this steak? You'd be like, oh, my bad, man. Somebody else thought they wanted it. And then you showed up half dead and we're like, we'll just give them this. What's this steak called? They're like, that's our step steak. I was like, all right, delicious. Comes with a couple potatoes. They're autistic.
A man should never have to ask his woman for affection, because a woman who's truly into her man has an urge to make his day better. So if you got that man asking, you running out of time with him.
as a man,
All aboard. Welcome to the Japanese Express train. To some view discretion is advised.
why would you say the word no? That is a very feminine word, especially when you use it with a woman. It is not nice, and we need you to tap into your masculinity. Show us that you can still get it done. Say, not right now, maybe later. But just no?
You know, one thing I can bet on, and I'm truly happy that this is a thing, is I'm really happy that this isn't all women. By the grace of God. I'm so happy that it isn't. Because if it was, I don't know what we would be able to do. The new narrative is that the word no is inherently feminine. And a man shouldn't have that in his vocabulary with women or his woman. Although I would argue that is probably one of the most important words you should have in your vocabulary. This woman thinks otherwise. And the reason you should have it in your vocabulary is because as a man, you need to know when and where to draw the line in the sand. For example, I'll tell you a quick story. I know a guy that had an apartment with his girlfriend. Everything was going good. And then they had a conversation one day. They sat down and said, okay, we need to save more money. We've been having too much ill-advised spending and we got to, buckle down a little bit. She said, okay, cool. Here's what we're going to cut back. We're going to cut back on going out to eat. We're going to cut back on unnecessary expenses like certain streaming platforms, so on and so forth. And so in turn, when you cut back on things like DoorDash or going out to eat, you have to now make your own home-cooked meals. So one day they set out to go to the grocery store. They buy a whole bunch of groceries. They get home and his girlfriend looks at him and says, you know what, babe? I really would like some Wingstop. In that moment, he was supposed to tell her no. It's supposed to be a hard no. But reluctantly, he told her yes. Now, what do you think that taught that woman? Not a thing. All she knows now is even if I'm not supposed to have something, I still can, even if it's a detriment to my relationship. Now, that is just one of many reasons why you should be able to tell your girl no, and she should be able to sit comfortably with you telling her no, with complete confidence that you are not telling her no out of malicious intent or bad faith. She should know that, okay, he's telling me no because there is a bigger picture that I may or may not be seeing at the moment. Not being able to say no in your relationship is a death wish because now you have to jump at every ill-advised thought or idea or desire that she wants. And we all can agree that is not a healthy way to move in a relationship. Fellas, please don't allow them to trick you into believing that saying no is feminine. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They are using manipulation tactics and challenging your masculinity in order to get what they want. Stand on what you believe in, stand on what you've built within a relationship, and that's how you move forward. Don't allow these simple-minded breezes to trick you off your square, man. It's bigger than rap. But you know what? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it changing.
So everybody knows the golden rule. Happy wife, happy life, right? Man, please, so what the men supposed to do? Just sit there, pay bills, and smile while our needs get ignored? Let Bar Talk Bruno get you right. Now, contrary to popular belief, I don't care what the movies or your 3 times divorced single auntie keep telling y'all. That happy wife, happy life bullcrap don't fly. Real men ain't going for that. And real women understand that. Listen, marriage is not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. It's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you ever heard that bullcrap spewed from somebody's mouth, they have no idea what a successful marriage looks like. Or how to build a successful bond where both people are seen in the marriage. Yes, us men, we typically fall in line to make sure we cater to our woman. At the same time, though, we still got needs as well. When you sign that dotted line, you don't sign up to become somebody's servant and butler and maid and chauffeur and all this other kind of stuff. You sign up to become one with somebody. That means that both of y'all are seen through and through in that bond. But if you're in the kind of marriage where the man is always sacrificing and the woman is always taking, that's not a partnership. That's a slow ride to divorce. I promise you, if you prioritize that man's happiness just as much as he prioritizes yours, the possibilities are endless on how far y'all can take this thing. But you got to prioritize each other. It's not just happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. We love making y'all happy, but it feels amazing when we get the same thing in return. It's simple.
Let me say that again because I know y'all gonna misquote me. If marriage is imposed on you, she's up to no good. Take it from somebody who learned the hard way.
Amen.
If it's imposed on you, don't do it. Get away from her. She wants to use your love as a weapon against you so that she can get ahead of you in life.
This morning, I received a TikTok that said, if you have fake boobs, they will glow in the dark. I just don't know if I believe that. Maybe it's for some people, I don't know. It does make sense because obviously the implant is clear. But yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it right now. All I could find was this headlight. So just put it underneath like this and then shut the lights off. I can't make this up, guys. Let's move to the other one. I wish I had known this for Halloween. See all the veins. It's insane. They're really in there. Show me your boobs and I'll let you borrow my bike. Boobies. I have higher hopes for you. Alright, let's go. Get over here. Come here. We're getting close. Close your eyes first. I'm calling your mother. What are you doing? That's my bike! Hey!
Some women looking at you lesser if there's tears on your cheek, but if there's tears tattooed, that same girl is a freak. Ooh. So they're attracted to the pain unless they hear the pain speak. So it's like, it's really interesting because when you talk to women, thank you. But it's like when you talk to women and you like kind of see where their head's at, you see that they kind of like, a lot of women want this sort of rough and rugged guy who's like, he's tough and all these things, but like, you don't want him to talk about it because now he's soft. But it's like, so you want him to have some pain because that's what makes him the rough and rugged, but you just don't want to hear about it. And so where does he go then? And so you just want him to be quiet, but then you're wondering why he can't open up to you. Oh, well, he just doesn't open up to me. Which one is it? This isn't Build-A-Bear.
You might not be cut out for a man with money. You may not be cut out for a man with affluence, with lots of reach, with lots of exposure. You may not be cut out for that type of man. Everybody's telling you to marry up, but you might not be the girl for that. You might not be the girl for the man that you want. And here's why. It's not because anything's wrong with you. It's because you are not fully looking at yourself up against what it is that you're vying for, that you're looking to have. Men with a certain level of reach, of resource, of affluence, they are looking for a certain experience. They are looking for certain allowances. They are looking for a certain level of independence from their woman, and not financial independence, where you might not be cut out for that type of man. You might want a man who's going to be doting, loving, there at a certain time, present when he's with you, highly monogamous, there to engage with you and the children at all times. A man who is constantly making money and has a lot of places to be and a lot of things to do and a lot of people to talk to cannot give you all of those things. And you're looking at that like, I'm going to marry up, I'm going to have me a man that's going to do da-da-da-da-da, but forgetting that you need somebody who's going to sit at the table with you on a Sunday and have Sunday dinner. You might not be cut out for that type of man. And I think that there's two different types of women in this world, and you have to decide what type of woman you are. Are you the woman who wants a man to be engaged with you in life, or are you a woman who just need them bills paid?
They don't understand, and unfortunately, I'm not trying to condone anything, but they don't understand that this man, a lot of these dudes, they're hustlers. They're go-getters. And I don't mean like hustling on the street and doing illegal stuff. I mean, these guys bust their behinds. They're up when nobody else is up. Whether it be day or night, they're working early, working late, all and in between. They rarely ever take vacations. Even on vacation, when they're going to the vacation, they're working. When they're on the way back from the vacation, they're working. During the vacation, they're working. Before dinner, they're working. During dinner, they might be working. So you're going to have a man that's going to hustle. I believe it was Grant Cardone's wife that says, how can you sit up here and nag a man when you say, I want $1 billion? And then he goes and tries to make it happen. But you never spend time with me. You never do this. You never do that. You never hear from the family. You told me that you wanted $1 billion. So what do you think I'm doing? I'm out here trying to make it happen. I don't need you calling me on the phone all times a day, basically every 5 minutes, breaking my concentration. Leave me alone and let me make the money that you told me that you wanted. You told me that you wanted a certain lifestyle, and now you're all up on my armpits. Now you're all up on my back. Leave me alone. Modern women don't understand that it's not about you. When you want a man, especially a man with a lot of money, you along for the ride. You along for the ride. And even with the quote unquote average guy, that man is put together. I know y'all like to think that these men are trash and all of maybe because you didn't see a man on the street that he ain't doing so well, that you say, okay, if this man, and this man, 3 men that I've seen today ain't doing well, then it means all men ain't doing well. They'll literally make a video about it. But I'm telling you, a lot of these quote unquote regular dudes, quote unquote average dudes will have the same mindset that a man with money will have, right? Maybe they don't have as much money. Maybe they don't work as hard. But the concept and the way that they live their life pretty much is going to be the same. Hey, I'm going in a certain direction. I'm trying to get a little bit more money. And you're going to have to get on my program. You're going to have to support me because I'm trying to get somewhere, right? And I don't have time for foolishness. So if the regular average man is thinking that and he ain't making the money that you want, what do you think that the quote unquote high value man is thinking? And he's making the money that you want. Even more so. So it doesn't matter whether you get a regular everyday average man or a high value man. Y'all are not cut out to be with these type of men because you're not good partners.
Interviewing men, 12 things that make a person the right person to commit to, the right person to marry. Love and connection are not in the list. There's 12 things and they're all factual. They're all practical. Men are so much smarter about commitment than women are. And yet you're accused of being non-committal. Y'all are naturally committal. Testosterone creates single focus. Single focus is commitment. Specific destination, result, a goal. You pick it and your brain screens out everything irrelevant. There's so many things that women trust too much, including trust. But one of the things we trust too much is connection. So we feel safe when we feel connected, when we're resonating, when we're like, okay, you're with me. We got this thing going on. But what I mean by trust too much is a woman will think, like women in sales, are mystified when a man doesn't buy. But we had such a great connection. You know, he doesn't ask her to marry him. We have such a great connection. We should get married. We think it should count for more than it does.
A lot of women say they want a man that makes 6 figures, but be honest with yourself for a second. You don't even make 5 figures yet. Your credit is bad and your life is not put together. You cannot match that man, and that is not shade, that's just the hard truth. You can expect access to a level of man that you're not prepared to meet on any level. Men who make 6 figures usually come with standards. You don't have any goals and you're not working on yourself. You're not ready for that type of man, and that's okay. But what's not okay is feeling entitled to something that you know deep down you're not prepared for. Every level has requirements. Just like you want a man with money, stability, and leadership, that man wants a woman who has discipline, direction, and her own life put together. Leave that man to a woman who's done the work. And if that's not you yet, focus on becoming her instead of complaining about what you don't have.
All women say they want a good man until they actually meet one and realize they're not equipped to handle him. A good man is not convenient. He doesn't bend to accommodate chaos. He doesn't rearrange his values because you're emotional. A real good man has discipline, boundaries, and priorities that don't shift based on your mood. And this is where women get confused. When you've never met emotional maturity, you misread everything. You call him cold because he won't tolerate drama. You call him selfish because he protects his peace. You label him detached because he refuses to beg for your approval. But that's not coldness. That is self-respect. A man who knows his worth doesn't move from insecurity. He moves from conviction. Good men don't chase drama.
Yeah.
They don't chase chaos.
Yeah.
And they sure as hell don't chase women who weaponize emotion. They build, they lead, they create order. Most women aren't ready for the responsibility that comes with a stable man, because stability doesn't feed your need for emotional roller coasters. It doesn't scratch that itch for unpredictable validation. For women raised in dysfunction, peace feels boring until you lose it. A good man requires partnership, respect, and a woman who's emotionally regulated, not reactive, not reckless. Stay solid. Good men don't bend, they build. And the right woman rises to meet him.
How can I explain
These kind of women will never care about you, homie. You know, there's men out here that have to deal with these situations with these women who do nothing but disrespect them, are out late nights, going to clubbing, going partying, and you name it, man. That's just something I'll never understand, man. I don't know how you guys do it, but I can tell you right now, this is not, when a woman acts like this is not a woman of God. This is not a woman that you want to be a part of your life. I preach about this all the time, man, to open up the book of life, the Bible, man, and pinpoint what makes a wife. If she's not acting like that, she's not someone sent by God, right? And that's it. If they're sent by God, you're gonna know, because they're gonna bring you peace. God is the Prince of Peace, right? Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace. And if you're a woman out here is causing you nothing but destruction and drama and stress, who does that sound like it comes from, man? You know, the enemy is real, and I'm telling you that for a fact. He's out here and he destroys things, man, all the time, you know, and it's what his job is. Find a woman of the Lord, man. Find a woman who's gonna push with you, grind with you, go to kingdom of heaven with you, read your Bible with you, and just improve with you, man.
The height. I feel like I'm taller than you.
I feel like you are too.
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
Yeah, you're not taller than me. But okay. No, it's cool.
Oh, are we the same height?
No, with your shoes off probably.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
But, you know.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's head back this way. Let's head back on up. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Terrence, I'm 53. I mean, she talked about his height. I'm short. I mean, I don't need to waste my time.
Okay,
That's it.
All right. Now, is he right? Is he someone that's your type, or is the height?
It's the height.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Let's go on here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Terry, 45. I love the height, beautiful woman.
Thank
the gym
you.
is a lifestyle for me, and it doesn't seem like you're in the gym like that. So that's why I pop.
Well, I am in a gym like that,
Okay.
and I actually lost over 100 pounds in the past
Awesome.
year, so I'm
Congrats.
still getting myself together.
Congrats.
But I respect it.
Congrats.
I'm not for everybody.
All right.
So
Now, is he someone that's your type?
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you. Let's head back up this way. So we do have 2 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask the remaining men a question.
Okay, what is something that you are unlearning? Like a behavior that you're unlearning to make you, or that's helping you become a better person?
Name and age and the answer to your question.
My name is Counsel. I'm 41, my father's only son. And one thing that I'm unlearning is lust. I had a bad problem with lust, sleeping with a lot of different women, unprotected in my life. So now I'm just, keeping it to myself.
So you have more self-control.
I have more self-control and more self-awareness and more self-value. So I don't want to have with a woman who I'm not committed to now moving forward.
Okay, that's good.
Let's go down over here. Your name and age and the answer to her question.
I'm 44. Smith. Communication. I used to be bad with communication. So over the past few years, I've learned to communicate a lot better. Most people will say. So
I'm over here. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Do you have any children?
yes, I have 2 boys, 17 and 20.
Oh, okay. I have a 20-year-old too.
Cool.
So thank you.
Okay. And she wants to know if you have any children.
No children.
Okay.
No children.
Honestly, it seems harsh, but and first of all, congratulations on your weight loss. What did she say? I can't remember if she said she lost 100 pounds or 40 pounds. Congratulations. Seriously. Congratulations. I mean, not many people are hitting it. Maybe she didn't say anything, but the fact of the matter is you went out there and you're doing it. But what Kevin Samuel said was a lot of women like to stand at the finish line and pick the winners. The guy's been in the weight room. He's been doing his thing in the weight room, right? So when you start nitpicking and saying, now that I've been in the gym a little bit, I look a little bit better than I did. I want to start being a little bit more selective. Okay. There's modern women out here that they look terrible, but then they still want a man that he goes to the gym. But especially for modern women who go to the gym, or they just started, they had a big weight loss. Now they're saying, oh, if I was this size and I was getting this type of man, now I'm in the gym, I lost X, Y, and Z. Now I'm definitely going for the man that I want. I'm definitely going to get him. But what happens when the man says, you don't look like you be in the gym like that? Well, I lost over 40 pounds. True enough. Congratulations. Well, I lost over 100 pounds. True enough. Congratulations. But maybe you wouldn't have been overweight had you been in the gym. Well, I had problems with this, and it. Maybe, probably, that all might be true. But while you were dealing with that, while you were working through those issues, I was in the gym. And so I have the right to pick who I want, to take what I want. And it sounds harsh because it doesn't seem like the man is understanding your situation. It doesn't seem like he's really trying to empathize with you. But you have to also understand that that's how men feel when you say, oh, it's just the height. And a man is like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. You see that I've been in the gym. I look good. My body's in shape. My finances are in order. And they go down the line of what they are. Nah, well, I mean, even still, you can have all of that, but you need to be taller. You're disqualifying men, not even giving them a chance. But when a man that you actually want turns around and disqualifies you for something that you're like, well, maybe I didn't have so much control, or maybe I was battling something. That's karma.
Why do men think it's okay to tell you to get out your bed to come see them? I would never do that.
I beg your pardon?
I would never do that in a million years. I would never leave my bed to come see you. You will always and forever have to come to me.
And you will always and forever be lonely.
You ain't lying.
Well, after a certain point in time, I think men are just looking for some sort of reciprocity, right? At this point, he's got to use direct communication because you're not catching the hint. I've been paying for dates. I've been taking you here. I've been taking you there. And in 3 or 4 dates, you still haven't really given me a reason why I should still be pouring money, time, or resources into you. So, yeah, maybe at some point you should get up out of bed and come see me. Let's hang out. Let's go do something. You take me out. You do something for me. Cater to me like I've been catering to you. Don't understand what's so hard about that.
I've dealt with women in relationships actually who are like way too friendly to men, and they're like kind of naive to like how men actually are. Oh, he's just being nice. Oh, he's just a friend. I'm like, you're either lying to me or you're like truly naive. And overall, overly friendly women who are very touchy with men, who almost show signs that they're flirting, is overall just a bad thing and something that you also want to avoid. And truth is that when you have a high quality woman, her lens in terms of attraction is only viewed on you. Even if a guy who is richer, has more money, is more attractive, like she's literally has blinders on. She's blind to that. She cannot see anybody else. This is where the power of emotional attachment comes into play. Now, something that I absolutely cannot leave out is how high quality women also tend to mirror you. Women are like children. They're very impressionable. So if a woman actually starts liking you, if their attraction is high, she'll start to take on your beliefs. She'll start to take on your hobbies. She'll even start to take on your mannerisms. They literally start acting like you. And I think that's a good thing.
Let's keep it real. The reason why these men are getting caught up with these transgenders is because they so damn lustful. If you niggas took half the time to actually get to know the person before you try to do anything or lustful with them, then you wouldn't even be in these situations. All niggas gotta do is stop thinking with their little head and stop being so horny all the time, and they wouldn't get caught up in the BS. But because a lot of you lack discipline, and because a lot of you think that being a man means that you have to have a roster, you have to try to hit all the big booty, big titty girls, you get exactly what you're looking for. Niggas don't be trying to take the time to figure out who these women be, and that's how they get caught up. And if only you took the time to try to figure out who y'all dealing with instead of just trying to hit and quit everything that looks good, that's how y'all get caught up. Every time. It never fails.
Such a good message for women out there to see. Great video, because she looks great either way, but this is what people that don't produce content like this do not recognize. I need you to listen and listen real clear to me. Content creators have a canny ability to make sure that they look lean and ripped, and they have the perfect lighting and the pump, and they know exactly what clothes to wear to cover it, to cover whatever they're trying to cover, whether it's the pooch, the this, the that. We got it down. Not that I produce that kind of content, but we got it down. Like, trust me. So stop comparing yourself in real life to what you're seeing on your screen, because as I've said many times before, it's probably not the whole picture. I appreciate posts like this. This shows the real side of this, and that you can look good either way. My friend Lifting Lindsay does a great job at this as well, about showing the difference of the posed and flexed with the shirt tucked in and the whole works compared to not and just relaxed. Great video, great message. We're all just striving to be 1% better each day. And if you want more helpful nutrition and fitness content, follow me for more.
Great message. Specifically because, like he's saying, a lot of men, they're not really going to require you to be super fit. I know Kevin Samuels talked about fit, feminine, and friendly, but you don't have to be like some gym girly. Now, there are some men that like that. There are some men that like that. But there are a lot of guys that are like, yeah, just be healthy. You know what I mean? Like, be relatively in shape, or like mirror me. Look how I look. And there are some people that like different body types, different body styles, right? And that's what she's displaying. I can put my pants on or my shorts on and I can look a certain way. But here's the real me. And you see what I got you. Respect from a man who actually goes to the gym. He says, hey, I'm glad. Fantastic video. Please show this type of stuff, because this is what men are looking for. Not necessarily that you're trying to cater to a man or do what a man is asking or requesting that you do, but it's just something that men like to see. I like to see what my woman looks like without makeup on, what she looks like without all of this other fluff and stuff, and the weave and the extensions and the tracks and all other stuff. I like to see who I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with.
So help me understand that you employ more blacks than me, but you go home to a white woman. Why you don't have a black woman?
Because I fell in love with a white woman, not a black.
Why didn't you fall in love with a black woman?
I did. I fell in love with a black woman. We broke up.
And why didn't you fall in love with another black woman?
I did that too. We broke up.
Okay. Oh, shit. And why didn't you get another one and another one and another one until you found the right one?
Because I met a white woman that I fell in love with, and that's the person that
you're being disingenuous.
Can you imagine how the internet would explode if it was in reverse and somebody white was doing this? And this is where it just drives me up the wall with black folks that think like this. That's why I call them the black KKK collective groupthink, the wokesters. This is why I say they have become the very thing that they once hated. Love doesn't have any color, people. I challenge you to go date someone outside of your race. The man didn't find love with being with a black woman. He found love with a white woman. My son's mom is white. My mama is mixed, but white and black. I have a multicultural family. To buy into this racist ass thinking is to deny one whole group of my family, which is why I say mixed children will end up saving the world.
But you have to understand, it's kind of similar to Passport Bros, where I've been trying to date. I've been trying to do what you guys said. Men listen. Y'all don't understand. Men are listening to what you're saying. So when you say don't approach, you say it enough times, men are going to listen. When you say avoid me, leave me alone, don't talk to me in the gym, men are going to listen to you. When men see online you trying to clown men in the gym, or you recording them and then you post it online, and then you honestly and truly you try to dox them, they're going to listen. They're going to take note and say, oh, I don't want that to be me. Let me stay away from all of that. And you're going to get yourself in trouble in terms of, well, I want this type of romantic life. I want this. And you're not going to get it because you've been acting a fool. You've been playing around. Dr. Umar, I understand where you're coming from, brother. But he said, I did date a black girl. I did. What happened? We broke up. Well, I dated another one. What happened? We broke up again. Well, you need to date until... No, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing that. What's to say that I was looking for another black woman and I just happened to meet a white woman, right? What's to say for some of my white brothers, I was dating white women. I love white women. I think they're beautiful. But in the process, I went over to the Philippines, or didn't even go to the Philippines. I met a nice Filipino woman, or a nice Asian woman, or a nice Hispanic woman, or a nice African-American woman right here in the States. And she gave me what I needed. She respected me like I wanted to be respected. I took her home, met my family. Everybody seemed to like her. And I said, oh, shoot. And we just kept things rolling. I didn't even know it was going to go this far. So I decided, hey, man, if it's already going, why not get married? Why not get into a relationship? Why not make it official? And you're going to be screaming and hollering and kicking and rolling around on the ground, upset. But I didn't give you plenty of opportunities. Why would a man keep on coming to a spot, hunting in a spot that is dry? It's empty. Why would I keep on coming there? I'm going to try a new place. I'm going to go somewhere else. That's so dumb for you to think that I'm going to keep on coming somewhere, going somewhere, and trying to get something that's not there. It's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. He did the right thing. He found the woman that said, oh, I like you. Oh, okay, well, let's be in a relationship. Y'all need to stop trying to shame men because these women don't want the men. And when the men find a woman that wants them, then y'all got a problem with it. Why don't you stick it out? No, I'm not going to stick it out. I don't need to. I don't have to. I'm not going to. I gave you chance after chance after chance. Y'all always want men to stay loyal. Stay in a relationship. Work it out for your family, even though she cheated. But then you want to let the woman leave at a 70 to 90% clip because she ain't feeling well. She was going through menopause. You didn't buy her her favorite crackers. Man, get out of here.
I'm a great woman to a man.
So great that you're where?
I mean, you want to judge that?
I'm asking. If you're a great woman to a man...
I have a poor choice, probably.
No. If you're a great woman to a man...
Yeah.
Where's the outcome to prove that?
That's why I'm doing what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't been just giving my
You've been
body.
doing what you've been doing. Fasting
and
celibate. But you're a great woman to a man based upon what? Where's the outcome to prove that? See, y'all talk this shit. I'm a queen, I'm a deep... No, but you got no results to prove that.
I told you I'm very submissive.
It does not make you a great woman.
I'm just saying, I'm not a horrible girl.
You said you're a great woman. And it just sounds... What are you doing that's so great?
Let me think. Okay, well, are we talking like my physical assets? Because I have all that.
See, what you need to understand is the problem with so many modern women is you feel like you're better than you are. You lack humility. You've shown that here. You've come in and talk about men based upon your poor choice with one man. Talk about yourself and you pedestalize even you. What makes you a great woman? And you basically say, because I've been abstaining and fasting. That does not make a woman great.
I have my own place. I have my own car.
That makes you an adult.
Okay.
See, I simply, that makes you normal. See, what you have not said is a woman who's truly a great woman, they're in short supply and they get snapped up quickly. But see, the way you've constructed the world is the problem is outside of you. You don't need any real improvement. You just need to wait. And the world will bring the right man to you. Women today think men are free. They think they require no effort, no work. You just got to be, I pay my bills. I got a car. I'm in shape. I'm submissive. I'll challenge that. All right, then why ain't it working?
See, they want to call us sassy, but they be at the parties doing this. They be at the sleepover doing this. Oh, who signed up? Yeah, you signed up to be last when y'all was planning this skit. You signed up to be last. Look, I know this is gross, but at the end of the day, you eat booty, so you probably don't want to judge them.
And please don't come giving me no advice. Talk about a man should pay all my bills and your ass is sitting over there on Section 8. And most men that pay all the bills in the household, they already know their woman got their back. That's why they pay all the bills. They know if they fall short today or tomorrow, that woman gonna have their back. That's why. Most of y'all bitches, y'all already was behind on y'all damn bills before you even met the nigga, and you talking about, oh, he gotta pay them all. Well, what you gonna do? Do you pay for dates? Haircuts? Leave the tip for the haircuts? Do you buy the clothes? Do you make sure he looks right? Do you pay attention to his work clothes and see that he needs new undershirts and all type of shit? That's the type of shit that makes a man pay your bills. When he come home, do you already have a timer on the microwave and his food inside and all he gotta do is press the start button? You got his favorite drink in there? Oh. But you telling somebody that, what? Yeah, and if he come home and say, babe, they cutting the hours, so hey, I'm gonna need you to pick up some of the slack a little bit until they give us the hours back, are you gonna be able to do that? Or you gonna be like, I ain't finna go to no job. I ain't finna work because you've been paying these bills this whole entire time. See, that's why men don't like to pay bills no more. And if all your previous relationships, you was paying all the bills and you was taking care of that nigga, why is you making him pay them all now? See, that'd be the problem. Yeah, but see, in my household, we all equal around this bitch. If you gonna pay all the bills, I got everything else. I done planned everything, trips and everything. I booked them. I pay for the day and I leave the tip, boo. Come on, and I'm going to tear you up when we get in the house. Yeah, that's why. But what works for your household should work for your household. What somebody else doing in theirs shouldn't have nothing to do with you at all. And then y'all be like, oh, back in the day, the granddaddies used to pay all the bills, but they also used to take y'all grandmamas through there. Your grandmama home with 9 children, your granddad out there being all type of hoes and with all type of fluces. Nobody wants that no more. Nobody ain't sitting home while you out here. Yeah, you paying all the bills, but you out here still doing what the you want to do, and I got to sit home and wait. Absolutely not. Nobody don't want that granddaddy, grandmama love from back then. No, I don't. And then back then, the bills was not that expensive. You could buy land for $1,500. Rent was $300. Please. You should pull some weight for your man, cause that's the problem now. That's what be a lot of the men's mental. The world says the man's supposed to do, the man's supposed to provide, the man's supposed to do this, and the woman just supposed to take care of the house. No, have that back. If he falls short, he need to feel like you got his back. That's why these men pay these bills, all the bills, cause that woman is his backbone. Y'all ain't got going for yourself, but want somebody to do so much for y'all, please. And please don't come up here and give me no advice about what I should be doing in my household. It works for us. It keeps us sane. And you don't have to know about it. That's what it is.
If you paying somebody to change my tire as a man because you can't, I'm looking at you crazy. You know how many don't know how to change a tire? Do you know how many don't know how to use a screwdriver? I'd rather go get a task rabbit to do it because you can't. And that bothers me. Be a man.
But hold on. Hold on.
I don't like.
Avoid women like this at all costs.
I've never had a car before. So if you with me, I'm calling AAA. I'm just saying that right now.
But do you know how to do it?
No, I've never had a car. Where am I learning how to change tires with
your
no
father.
car?
Your father should have taught you.
I've never been around my father like that.
And you see how the problems is just compounding?
How is that my fault?
You see how where is your dad? I know how to do laundry. I've learned how to do laundry since I was a child. You know why? Because my mama taught me. I know how to clean because my mama taught me. I know how to cook because my mother and my grandmother and my aunts, they taught me how to cook, and other female friends.
She talking about her mama taught her how to do laundry. Her mama taught her how to cook. Apparently her mama didn't teach her how to talk to a man. Apparently her mama didn't teach her how to shut the fuck.
These are all things that I know how to do. Because as a woman, in certain men's head, these are things that you should know how to do. So in my head, a man should know how to fix a cabinet. A man should know how to change a tire. A man should know how to do and put things up and put them down in my house. And if you don't know how to do it, I'm questioning who raised you.
Why does a man have to know how to do everything that you would consider manly? You don't know how to do everything that's considered womanly. As long as the man you choose know how to get done, that's all that matters. He ain't got to know how to do everything as long as he know how to get things done. He ain't got to know how to change a tire if he know how to pay for a tire, if he know how to reach out to a service that can get the tire taken care of. I swear women like this lack emotional regulation. They are emotionally immature. Now, obviously, the more things that a man has knowledge on, the more things that he can do. But a woman should not look at a man as less than just because he chooses to let his money take care of the situation. If you got a woman like that in your life right now, get her ass up out of there.
Wait, what? Where are we going?
To Chili's.
No, be for real. Where are we going?
To Chili's.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do this.
Why?
When I go home and I tell the homeboys, she took me to Chili's. You told me you were like an actress, so I thought you had some motion, some things going for you.
Well, I wanted to bring you to like a sentimental place.
Look, if you're broke, just say that.
You know what you want? Yeah.
I was thinking the Smokehouse Barbecue Burger.
Chili's is like disgusting.
No, they have like really good food. I mean, have you ever been to Applebee's before?
Applebee's? What the f*** for? You did not just say Applebee's.
Where's the waiter? It's taking so long.
I mean, we just got here.
At Catch, they're like this quick.
What's Catch?
You never been to Catch LA?
No, I haven't.
It's giving broke.
No, I love the chicken enchilada soup. You gotta try it.
Well, this is giving very much soup kitchen vibes. Isn't this like where all the homeless people congregate? I mean, Margo, look at those disgusting broke workers over there. This is like a sewage waste man place. These brokies are eating this type of shit.
So, like, do you have a job or?
Yeah. So, right now I'm employed at Starbucks.
Wait, you work at Starbucks?
Yeah, I love it there.
To be honest, I'm just thrown off right now. I thought you said you had something special planned for us.
Babe, can you just get out of the car?
Not you calling me babe. We just met.
Can you just get out of the car, please? Just get out of the car.
Not you trying to tell me what to do right now. My friends have my location, by the way. This is giving very controlling.
I'm not controlling.
I don't take demands from a woman.
And just listening to stuff like this really puts into perspective how a lot of modern women act. The things that they say when a man is trying to take them out for an experience to show them a good time. And they're saying, well, I don't want this experience. Take me to some expensive place. And really, honestly, is what a lot of men have been saying. You don't even go there. You've never been there in your life. You've been to Chili's many times over. Why is it all of a sudden not a good place for you to go now? Well, because I have to pay money when I go to Chili's. I don't want to spend my own money. I want to spend your money. I've been looking at this restaurant in some situations for a couple of years now, and I've never gotten a man who will take me there. I've always suggested it, but a man has always come back with, why don't we go here? And it's been a cheaper restaurant that's been good, great vibes, all that. But it's not the restaurant that I've actually wanted to go to. So each and every man that I date, I decide he's not the man for me because he takes me to places that I really don't want to go, right? I've been there, but I want this experience right here. And the man that takes me for this experience, no questions asked. As a matter of fact, he goes above and beyond and he sends me an Uber. He sends me flowers. He gives me an Uber back and forth to the place, right? He checks on me to make sure I got home safely. The whole 9 yards. That's the man that potentially I will date and marry. Potentially I will give him another date. Modern women will continue to test men saying things like this up until they get the engagement ring. And honestly, it doesn't stop there. It continues to happen all the way into the marriage, which, you guessed it, is why men do not want to get married. It's too much. Think about having to go through something like this almost darn near every day of your life. Maybe not every day, but on a consistent basis. It could be you go through this once a week or once every other week. Doesn't seem bad. But if you're having to go through this every other week for the rest of your life or for 30, 40 years, it's so frequent that it's probably going to get annoying. Even if you're going through it every month we go through this. Every month you say that you're not pleased with what I'm doing. Every month you're saying that I'm not doing something right. Every month it's the same thing over and over again. I'm not living up to your standard. I'm not doing what you want. I'm not taking you to places that you want to go. I'm never good enough for you. And it's going to get tiring for the man. And so if a man is seeing that, especially in other relationships, and other men are saying, hey, this is what's about to happen, then that's a big contributing factor as to why they decide not to get married.